mile. You are on the fastest route. You should reach your destination by 8:14 a.m.
We spent the night at a Cracker Barrel, and this is the most packed Cracker Barrel we have ever seen with RVs. So we'll give a little view as we drive through the parking lot.
Welcome to Anastasia State Park, a hidden gem on Florida's northeast coast. Just minutes from historic St. Augustine, this 1,600-acre paradise is home to stunning beaches, diverse wildlife, and endless outdoor adventures. The land that now makes up Anastasia State Park was initially designated as part of a military reservation before eventually becoming public land. In 1949, Florida officially designated the area as a state park to protect its natural beauty and historical significance.
Well, we made it. We're at Anastasia State Park. We're going to walk the beach, and there's a lighthouse on the way in, so we'll stop and see that as we leave. And we really don't know what we're going to do here. Gray forgot something in the van, so she had to run back. It's a long walk. But this is an absolute beautiful beach. And we're here on a great day. A little cool, but the sun is hot. Not many clouds. Not a big crowd. Definitely worth $8 admission.
Anastasia State Park offers 4 miles of pristine, white sand along Florida's northeast coast. If you're here to relax, explore, or catch some waves, this stretch of coastline has something for everyone. The sand here is soft and powdery, made of fine quartz, making it perfect for a barefoot stroll or laying under the sun. The Atlantic waters are clear and inviting, with gentle to moderate waves depending on the season. Get a nice walk on the beach. Very walkable. We're headed back to the van now and deciding what to do next. Maybe just explore more of the park. We decided against going in the museum. It was $13 a person. I'm sure it's really cool, but we're not going to do it today, especially since it's a weekend. It's probably really busy. So I hopped out. I'm going to get some video of the lighthouse, but maybe another day. The St. Augustine Lighthouse and Maritime Museum is one of the most iconic landmarks in Florida. The original wooden Spanish watchtower was built in the late 1500s. The current lighthouse, completed in 1874, stands 165 feet tall and was constructed to replace the original structure, which was threatened by erosion. St. Augustine, Florida, otherwise known as the nation's oldest city, is a historic coastal city known for its Spanish colonial architecture, beautiful beaches, and rich history dating back more than 450 years. It is the oldest continuously occupied European established settlement in the United States. We made it to St. Augustine. The town is very, very busy. We did find a lot for RVs and oversized vehicles. We don't see that we have to pay, so hopefully our van will be there when we get back.
Because other private lots were what, $15 to $25, I guess, for the day. So now we got about a 20-minute walk over to where we want to be.
Why did it have to be snakes?
St. George Street is part of the National Historic Landmark District, with many of the buildings dating back to the Spanish colonial era. Walking down the street feels like stepping back in time with its old world architecture and atmosphere. The street is packed with a variety of shops, offering everything from local artwork and handcrafted jewelry to antiques and clothing. And since it's a pedestrian-only street, you can easily explore the area without worrying about traffic. This makes it a very relaxing and enjoyable place to walk and take in all the sights. The Prohibition Kitchen is a popular bar and restaurant located just off St. George Street. The bar has a speakeasy feel with industrial vintage decor, including exposed brick walls, antique furnishings, and dim lighting. The atmosphere is laid back but lively, giving it a trendy yet nostalgic charm. Prohibition Kitchen is known for its craft cocktails and extensive selection of local beers on tap. They focus on high-quality spirits and unique mixes, often featuring Prohibition-era cocktails like the Bee's Knees, Old Fashioned, and Whiskey Sour. In addition to drinks, Prohibition Kitchen offers a food menu that blends Southern comfort food with a contemporary twist. Popular dishes like fried green tomatoes, brisket sliders, shrimp and grits, and lobster mac and cheese.
Just finished lunch. They have the Prohibition Kitchen. They have a pretty good bourbon list. They had a good...
The wings and sprouts were really good.
Yeah, and a good list of draft beers. So if you were in the area, I would definitely stop in here. Reasonably priced for being a touristy spot. We stopped here before lunch because we couldn't do a tasting until we had some food in our belly, and now there's a line.
Someone didn't bring his ID, so if he can't get in, he's out of luck.
She didn't say live TV, she said video.
Off with our smoked maple whiskey. Now, our maple syrup comes up from Canada. That little packet you're going to get is actually from a smoked tea leaf. Most craft distilleries use something called liquid smoke. It's a great flavor. Not really great for you. We try to keep everything all natural here, and I do say try. But when it comes to this, if you like old fashions, all you really got to do is add bitters to it. Or if you just want to get drunk for breakfast, guys, put it all over your pancakes.
That's why I originally bought it and never made pancakes. So.
Anyone here like cooking with alcohol?
I mean, I'm not too crazy about it, but I'll try this.
Just give me a taste.
Not this one, but whatever one you got.
It just makes a nice barbecue, especially with
Cheers.
Cheers.
You said cook?
No, no, just like this one. Makes a nice barbecue.
I thought you said cook.
Oh, that's...
That's smoky.
Oh, wow.
Gray has a drinking problem. We are just north of St. Augustine, and about a year and a half ago we watched a video, and there was a place to park overnight. They didn't say where it was at, but we eventually figured out by looking at pictures of that, and we drove there today to see, but now there are signs, no overnight parking. So we're heading back to St. Augustine's to see if maybe we can get a choice hotel relatively cheap. If not, we're going to be back at the same Cracker Barrel as last night. This is van life, folks.
Good morning. Been to Planet Fitness. Got cleaned up. So we are up to we are on day 2 in St. Augustine. We're going to go to the fort today.
Because we're not going to say the name of the fort because we'll just mangle it.
Yeah, we can't pronounce it. And see what else there is that we missed yesterday. So.
Oh, and the Fountain of Youth.
Oh yeah, we got to go there for sure.
Unless there's a fee, then we won't go.
Then we'll stay old. So we'll take you with us.
Probably should have done our research. There is an admission fee, but if you have the interagency pass, which we do, you get in for free. So I had to walk back to the van to get the pass, which was about a 20-minute round trip walk. So now we're going into the fort.
Fort in St. Augustine is one of the most significant and well-preserved historic sites in the U.S. It was built between 1672 and 1695 by the Spanish to protect the city of St. Augustine from attacks by the British and other forces. It was constructed out of a type of limestone composed of crushed seashells, which made it both strong and flexible enough to withstand cannon fire.
No, I am currently in the process of making it. I have like a little wooden.
The fort served as the main defense for the Spanish colony in Florida for many years. It changed hands several times throughout its history, being held by the Spanish, British, and eventually the United States.
Navy, active duty Navy, it's a duty station. You could be stationed there with NPS, and all the boats are all in.
Today, the fort is open to the public and offers a range of activities for visitors. You can take guided tours. They offer a cannon firing demonstration, exhibits and displays, and scenic views from the top of the fort's walls. Cannon firing demonstration is one of the most exciting and educational experiences you can enjoy while visiting the fort.
Alright folks, on behalf of the National Park Service, my name is Ranger Will, and I'd like to welcome you all to Castillo de San Marcos National Monument for our 1740s historic cannon firing demonstration. So the cannon that we're going to be shooting is called a 6-pounder iron gun. And once again, you're more than welcome to blurt out the answer if you know it. What part of the cannon do you all think weighs 6 pounds? The ball, that's right. The cannon itself weighs nearly 2,000 pounds, and it can hurl that 6-pound ball that's about the size of a baseball all the way out to the lighthouse on Anastasia Island.
The demonstration is typically performed by National Park Service rangers or reenactors dressed in period-appropriate military uniforms. They portray Spanish soldiers from the 17th and 18th centuries, and their aim is to give visitors a sense of what it was like to defend the fort during that time. The cannon used in the demonstration is a replica of the kinds of cannons that would have been used during the Spanish colonial era to protect St. Augustine from enemy ships. The loud boom and the sight of the cannon firing provide a vivid experience of the fort's military past.
Were required to follow a specific drill of commands to load and fire their weapons during an enemy engagement. Constant practice and drilling allowed them to face battle and not overlook any of the commands.
The Cathedral Basilica of St. Augustine is the oldest Catholic parish in the United States. The cathedral was originally founded in 1565 by Spanish colonists who established the first permanent European settlement in what is now the United States. The church has been at the center of Catholic life in St. Augustine for over 450 years. The current structure was built in 1793 under Spanish rule, replacing earlier buildings. Visitors to the cathedral can take self-guided tours or join a guided tour to learn more about its fascinating history and religious significance. The tours often cover the church's history, architecture, and its role in the early history of the city. The St. Augustine Distillery is a popular craft distillery located in the heart of St. Augustine, Florida. Known for producing small-batch spirits, the distillery offers a great way to experience local craftsmanship and taste some unique products. The distillery is housed in a historic building that was once a Florida power and light ice plant from the 1900s. The building itself is a beautiful example of industrial architecture and is part of St. Augustine's rich history. The distillery opened in 2014 and is part of a growing craft distillery movement in Florida with a focus on using local ingredients and sustainable practices to produce high-quality spirits. The building was carefully restored and much of the original machinery was preserved, giving the space an industrial charm with modern touches. the distillery offers free tours that provide a behind-the-scenes look at their distilling process. Visitors can learn how the spirits are made, the history of the building, and the distillery's commitment to craftsmanship and sustainability. During the tour, guests can see the distillery's equipment, including the copper pot stills and the wooden barrels used for aging spirits.
Well, my name is Alan. I have your next two samples, a gin and tonic and a rum tiki. Now our gin is bottled 94 proof. It's a botanical gin, so it's not like a London gin. Our distillers put in 12 botanicals. 3 of those are citrus, only 1 is juniper. All 12's on the back sidebar. So instead of being a dry, piney taste, it's more of a light floral, citrusy taste.
At the end of the tour, visitors can participate in a tasting of the distillery's products. Tastings typically include samples of their rum, gin, bourbon, and vodka, and knowledgeable staff members explain the flavors and nuances of each spirit. There's also a cocktail bar on site where you can enjoy expertly crafted cocktails made with some of the spirits.
I drink a lot of rum.
Thank you.
Well, that ends our time in St. Augustine. It's not at all what I expected. It's a very walkable city, much more compact. Has a touristy flavor, but not too bad. So definitely worth a visit. We'll probably come back.
And touristy, but I think a lot of locals probably hang out where we were today too, on what was the street?
St. George Street.
But no, it was great. Had a good lunch, took a good walk. Now we're headed back to the Cocoa area, I guess.
Titusville, yeah, to watch. There's 2 launches tomorrow. So hopefully the weather holds up.
See you then.